If you're in a busy season of motherhood and you want your kitchen to feel a little more peaceful and a lot more manageable, today I'm going to be sharing some easy and realistic meal prep tips that actually work. They're not going to be anything fancy or even super time consuming, just some simple things that I use every week to make feeding my family a little bit easier, calmer, and a lot more joyful as a homemaker. Welcome to Motherhood and Homemaking, where faith meets everyday motherhood and home is our favorite place to be. If you love homemaking but you also enjoy spending time with your family, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because I'm always sharing motherhood motivation and homemaking inspiration that not only helps our home to be a lot more efficient, but also encourages you to slow down so that we can leave a little bit more space in our busy schedules and cherish every single moment with our family. As a busy mom, meal prep doesn't have to mean cooking full 3-course meals to last throughout the whole week or the whole month. Honestly, just prepping a few ingredients can change everything. Washing and cutting your produce right after grocery shopping, or cooking a batch of rice or pasta, keeping it in the fridge, even roasting a sheet pan of veggies to go alongside lunch and dinner. When it comes to protein, prepping that ahead of time, if you already know what you're going to be preparing for the week, go ahead and wash it, season it, and store it away so that when it comes time for you to cook them, all you have to do is take them out of the fridge, put them on the pan, and pop them right inside of the oven. This way you're not making meals, but you're making building blocks that are going to make a dinner come together in minutes on the days that you are super busy or super tired. I also like to keep 3 core meals on rotation. When life is busy, you do not need a Pinterest perfect menu, because eating out at restaurants or getting takeout and everything normally looks like something fancy. We have somewhat kind of made that just a normal thing in life. Seeing people prep their meals online and looking at those Pinterest perfect menus kind of just make us feel like our simple meals are not enough. But let me tell you, it's enough, and simple is better. I always say that less is better. So having things like spaghetti or Alfredo, tacos, sheet pan dinner, stir fry, whatever your favorites are, just having those 3 meals on rotation every single week and just making sure that those ingredients are always stocked means that even if your week feels a little chaotic, you will know that you have something easy and comforting that you can put together quickly that the whole family is going to enjoy. You don't have to worry about going to the grocery store or thinking about whether or not you have the ingredients for it, because those are those things that you're going to have on rotation, and make sure that you keep it stocked in the pantry and in the freezer every single time you go grocery shopping. In order to keep this system efficient, I try to choose one prep day. I love choosing a day of the week where I just batch prep a few things. For me, Sundays work best because that is the day that I typically don't have a lot to do in my schedule throughout the week. I'm typically busy with the little ones. We have homeschool. And then on Saturdays, sometimes we're often hanging out as a family, or we're spending time with other friends and family, or doing different outings, running errands, and things like that. So for you, maybe it's Monday or even a random Thursday. But the point is to pick a day where you can be most consistent. Even 30 minutes will help a lot. Just set a timer, turn on some music or your favorite YouTube channel or podcast, and just chop some veggies or some fruit, cook some rice, some pasta, organize your meals for the week, and just do that for about a half an hour. It's going to make meal prep for the rest of the week so much easier, and you're going to feel so proud of yourself afterwards, trust me. Another one of my favorite mom meal prep hacks are double dinner nights. So whenever you're cooking something easy, just double it. One for tonight and then maybe one for later in the week, or choose meals that you typically have leftovers for, because those leftovers can be used for another night of dinner, or you can use those for lunch throughout the week as well. So just double the chicken, double the pasta, double the chili, whatever it is that you're making. Just make a little bit more than you are going to need so that you can store some away for later. Freeze or refrigerate the extra, because it does turn a busy weeknight into an easy win. Also, prep snacks for your kids, because a lot of stress comes from constant Mom, can I have a snack moment? Especially my little ones, even my 1-year-old these days is just always in the pantry asking for snacks and wanting to snack on something, a cup of milk, a cup of water, a cracker here and there. It's always something. She's been loving mandarin oranges and fruits, which is why you see me chopping a lot of fruit, because fruit is one of those things that is easy to prep and easy to pull out, and my kids actually love fruit, and so I'm so thankful and grateful for that. So just prep a little snack basket in the fridge or in the pantry or on the counter. Keep yogurt, fruit, cheese sticks, crackers, muffins, things like that on hand, whatever works for your family. And kids are going to feel a lot more independent if they can be able to grab these things, and you also get a small break. Really quickly, I just want to apologize for my voice. If my voice sounds a little awful, it's because the family has had a cold, but I wanted to still be as productive as I can, get some work done and everything. So yeah, I just wanted to apologize for that. I promise I don't always feel this terrible. So if you're new here and you subscribe to the channel, I promise in the next video, I'm probably going to sound a whole lot better. Nevertheless, we're going to keep this video going. Let's talk about keeping our kitchen setup simple, because meal prepping is so much harder in a cluttered kitchen. So clear a little prep space and keep your knives sharp, your cutting board handy. Have your most used tools within reach and on hand, not tucked away in the cabinet in the drawers where it's hard to reach for. Because for me, whenever my kitchen is cluttered and I can't easily reach for the things that I need, I don't know, meal prep just seems a lot more exhausting, and I kind of just don't want to do it. But when I can see everything and I can grab everything easily, meal prep also feels a lot easier. So a simple setup makes it easier to actually follow through with your meal prep habits. And if you haven't done so, I highly recommend that you take some time to declutter your kitchen, because that's going to be helpful as well. I have a ton of videos about decluttering, minimizing, and all of that stuff. So I'll link that down below for you guys, as well as a link to my newsletter down below. I have a ton of resources when it comes to decluttering, meal prep, all of that stuff. So I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe to the newsletter down below and check out some more of those videos. But overall, I also want to encourage you to give yourself some grace, because motherhood comes with full days and full hearts. Some weeks you will prep everything, and some weeks you'll barely make it to the grocery store. And that's okay, because meal prep is meant to serve your family and not stress you out. It's meant to simplify your schedule and make things easier. So do what you can and let go of the rest. If meal prep is just not for you and it's making your life a little bit more difficult, then that kind of just defeats the purpose. So hopefully some of these tips here help you out. And if you did find them to be helpful, I hope that you would give this video a thumbs up. But if they didn't help you out, I highly encourage you to just kind of figure out what works for your family. What works for me might not work for you, but I do think that if done the right way, and if done consistently and in a way that is going to be helpful and beneficial for you, meal prep can make your life a lot more simple as a busy mom and homemaker. I'm just going to finish up here prepping. I'm just doing a big batch of oatmeal, because that's an easy go-to breakfast that the family enjoys. It's healthy, it's packed with iron and fiber and protein. We can add some berries with that as well. So I can usually just pull this out, spoon some into a bowl for both of my children's and myself, and add in some berries or some bananas, a little bit of milk or cream or almond milk, and warm that up in the fridge, and we are good to go. I'm also going to be prepping a batch of broccoli and rice, because my husband has been really enjoying salmon these days. And so one thing that we enjoy having on the side of the salmon is vegetables and rice. So being able to just pull the rice out of the fridge and it's already done, as well as some broccoli or any type of veggies, is going to simplify things a lot easier that way. I can just season up the salmon, store that in the fridge, and when it's time to prepare it, I can put it inside of our Ninja Crispy. That takes 15 minutes and everything else is already done. The same thing for dinner. If I just already have my protein prepped, as well as some starch or some sort of side in the fridge stored away, that's going to make things a lot bit easier. So join me in finishing up my meal prep here for the week. It is Thanksgiving week, so it's not a ton of things that I need to prep, because I want to save some space in the fridge for those Thanksgiving leftovers. But let's go ahead and do this together. Maybe while I finish prepping, you can pull out your cell phone and open up a note, or pull out your journal, your meal planner, whatever it is you like to use to plan out your weeks, and just go ahead and jot down a few of your favorite meals, your go-to things, maybe a grocery list, and just figure out how you're going to simplify your meal prep this week.
It's your faith that made those mountains move. It's your faith that brought me to the truth. It's the way you called heaven down when you prayed for where I am now. It's your faith. It's your faith that made those mountains move. Move, how you made those mountains move. Yeah, yeah. For all of the pain you faced, trials you overcame, every road that you paved, thank you for it all. I wish you could see me now, way up beyond those clouds. I think I would make you proud. Your prayers haven't let me fall. It's your faith that made those mountains move. It's your faith that brought me to the truth. It's the way you called heaven down when you prayed for where I am now. It's your faith. It's your faith. It's your faith that made those mountains move. It's your faith that brought me to the truth. It's the way you called heaven down when you pray for where I am now. It's your faith. It's your faith that made those mountains move. Move, how you made those mountains move. Yeah. Move, how you made those mountains move. Move, how you made those mountains move. Move, it's your
I hope that you guys have enjoyed meal prepping with me, as well as some of these tips that I've shared, and maybe it helps you to feel a little bit more organized or encouraged. If it did, again, make sure you subscribe for more homemaking and motherhood tips, and follow the link down below to join our newsletter. I love being able to create a space where we can slow down and simplify together, and I would love for you to join me over here as well. But I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Happy homemaking.